Alright. It looks like this finally worked. I was getting connection errors to start out with, so I'm not exactly sure what that was all about. Right now I have two cats attacking my feet, so we'll see how this goes. They are currently using me as a scratching post. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so I've got some Dungeons 3 again today, and I will be switching over to the Dungeons theme, or the Dungeon scene, something like that, here in a moment. I'm just checking sound levels to make sure that we're all on the good, and I will get underway. I will probably continue... I think actually, instead of continuing the skirmish game that I started up last stream, I think instead I'm going to start up a brand new map so that I can go through all of the earlier research and stuff while people are here. And I'll probably sit here and get some feedback on the whole thing. So, howdy. Oh, I've got to change my camera lighting, because that is terrible. Hopefully we won't be running into any issues today. I had some internet problems last time, and with any luck, they will not be perplexing me for very much longer here. I want to make sure before I move my chair I'm not going to run over a tail. And I have some... I will probably have a visitor on the back of my chair chewing on my headset, because that's been his thing the last couple of days. The chewing on my headset thing has been big. Right now he's just holding the back of my leg, and I'm not sure why, but I'm a jungle gym. I am a cat scratching post, and that's what's up. So, we'll get moving here very shortly. I have the so for those of you who are not aware, Dungeons 3 is going to be released on October 13th. I'm going to put up a... oh, hi. Come here. Uh-oh, I was going to play with my headset cord. No, I don't think you should play with that. Suddenly get my neck yanked downward. Come here. Oh, come here, you little monkey. Whoop, no, didn't like that at all. Okay, so that was just a little drive-by. I am getting, I should have everything set up here. I'm going to go ahead and put out some social media stuffs before I get rolling with it here. But yeah, Dungeons 3 is currently in beta. They are releasing it on PC, consoles, and yeah, PC and consoles both. Nope, you can't chew on that. Stop. On both PC and consoles, PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So that will be pretty good. There are stop attacking that cord. Okay, I'm gonna need to very carefully rerun this thing, because that will not work. I cannot have a cat attacking my headset. That doesn't work for me. Hey, you little monkey. They've been sleeping all morning, and now that I'm actually trying to do something important, they want to carve me up and play, and yeah. Ah, good times. So let's see. So it's going to release on October 13th. I'm going to put a link up in chat and make sure that I have that available to me so that people can see it. It is 15% off leading right up to release. That gets you beta access, so the earlier you do that, if you're thinking about it, the more time you'll have with it in beta. And you get a red dungeon heart, and you get access to the soundtrack, I believe. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this with an army of kittens. Come here, little monkey. Just sit down. Don't play with that. Oh my goodness. This ought to be fun. So it might be a lot less of Dungeons 3 and a lot more of, cat attack because this. Ouch! Hey, I am not a jungle gym, guys. Let's go. Come on, go play somewhere else. Go play on the bed. Don't. I'm not. I bleed too much. All right. Hey, you little monkey, what you doing? If they'd settle down, I'd bring them up here, but no, that ain't gonna work. Let's see. So yeah, I'll be making sure that that this gets put out there. In fact, you know what I could do while I'm waiting for, because I'd like, when I start up this game, I want people to be here. It's that new catnip fabric softener I'm using. Yeah, it probably is. It is more than likely. I would agree with that. Fuzzy. I knew that if I said that you were missing the cat attack, that you'd show up, and that would be the hook. And I think Shaw is lurking there in the background. So I'm going to be starting this up pretty soon, but I do want to. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably want to skip ahead because this part's going to be a little boring, and I apologize. I'm gonna try and maintain a little conversation with the people who have shown up already. I do know how to get you. He will attack me again. Of that I'm certain. They're eating now, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna try and put my camera where I can see if I'm being attacked or not. There's some cat butt in the background right there. Cat butt. Oh, he came walking back in. So let's see. I have Ankbot here, and what I can do with Ankbot is set up a timer, and we'll add one. He will. I'm certain he will. Oh, I can't type today. Hi, Shaw. How's it going? Wow, yeah, you do have a lot of coffee beans. Holy smokes. In this particular case, Fuzz, it was both of them. They were both briefly in my lap, attacking one another. And, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let that go on for too long. October 13th. Which kitty has the polar bear paws? Possum. Yeah, he is. And I just had him in my lap. He's bigger than our 5-year-old cat by a large margin. And he's starting to get to the space where Gutter is. And Gutter is a big fat cat. I love that cat. She's my buddy. She's the one that sits on my desk and bumps my chin. But she's a little angry with me lately because they've been segregated so that they wouldn't hurt the kittens and the kittens wouldn't hurt them, and so she's a little mad at me right now. I don't know if I'm going to get a bump in at any point in time in the near future. She's still kind of pissed. So let's see. What I'm doing right now is I'm creating a thing for Ankbot to use there we go. Mutant Atomic Kitties. How far am I from Alamogordo? That you even know that name is amazing to me. I am... Where am I in relation to Alamogordo? 5-hour drive, give or take. 274 miles, it says. Oh yeah, because that used to be. We lived in Las Cruces quite a long time ago, and we used to go up to Roswell all the time. We're a lot closer to Los Alamos, which you should know that name. Gutter is no longer angry that we got her fixed. No, she got over that pretty quickly. Newt, on the other hand, still a little angry. Still a little bit angry. Yeah, but we got them both fixed. Do the responsible thing. Get them both fixed. Okay, so let's see. I did the Ankbot thing, and I don't believe that I set up what the timer is supposed to be for that. Yeah, we have too many cats. Way too many cats. Newt was the most recent. Yep. Hey, Pudding. He's sitting right here next to me. But I can't point the camera in that direction because it would be bad. Okay. So on with the game. I've wasted enough of your time. So like I say, this is releasing in about a month. And right now you can get in on the beta. I'm going to type this in because I think it should work. There we go. And game has been updated. Uh-oh. Interesting. I don't understand why it just told me that the game has been updated, because it should have been updated already. I'd like to, but they're both they're not in a position where getting them is a good idea. They're both in a bit of a state where getting them would probably be bloody for me. So what I'd originally intended on doing was starting up that skirmish game that I did late in the evening on Friday, but that had gone very, very south on me, and this will, if I'm gonna be rebuilding in that game, in that particular save, it's going to be rough and not really give a good idea of how the game works, because it's already going to be, far in advance. Don't shake the kitty. Yeah, indeed. Let's see. So I'm going to do this on an average-sized map, and we'll give it a try. I like to put the starting resources way up there just so that I can get a good head start in it. Now there are three, in the overhead of skirmish modes, there are three different types of modes. One is unfortunately the same name as the overall menu, is a skirmish, and as it says, defeat the mighty hero, more or less the level boss, to win the map. In addition, there are hero portals in the underground through which enemies can enter your dungeon. There's the endless map. You can play it as long as you want. There's portals in the underground, and then they will enter that even if you have the overworld completely conquered. And then there's a survival, where increasingly powerful heroes enter the dungeon through portals. Stop 20 of these groups to win the game. I'm thinking I'm just going to go with a regular skirmish. That way I can... I'm more able to take my time with it in skirmish mode, because then I can kind of choose the end of it. You want me to do survival? Dude, I'm not good enough for that. Let's see. That's a little scary. Where is... Yeah, indeed. It'll be a complete wash. Hey, you two stop it. They're fighting right here now. Yep, I added that, added a command to the list. See, I'm making forward progress on making this like a real stream. What was I gonna do? There was something I was gonna do before I started this thing, and I don't know what it was. Okay. Hell with it then, because I don't remember. The arena is now open. Oh, okay. I'll do that. I don't think we've done one of these yet. What is FFA? Let's find out. It's Future Farmers of America. Really, it is. There's an organization called FFA. Yeah, the reason that I want to do the skirmish, I will do a survival when I'm a little bit better at the game. But the reason that I'm looking at the skirmish map specifically is so that I have a little bit more time to kind of show off the research behind it, because that research menu that you saw last game, last couple of times, the 2 times that I streamed this, I showed off the research menu. And if you haven't seen it yet, it is extensive. But just an overall view of it, it's not, that doesn't show you how extensive the research menu really is. It's insane. Every single thing has at least an upgrade of some sort. Random parameter. Yeah, that's, so like, if you wanted to play the exact same map as me, I can give you that seed number. You can type that seed number, and it's just like Empyrean in that regard. Yeah, so it's not completely procedural. It's not, you know, procedurally generated in that there are seeds for the maps, which kind of sucks, but yeah, well, at least there are random maps and it's not always the same. I mean, you know, at least there are a bunch of them. That was the Empyrean seed. Oh! Yes, I see. I see what you're saying. I should have done that seed. Well, I just started. Here, let's go back to the main menu and let's try that seed. Not enough people were interested, so the arena has been called off. I wonder how many people that requires. Let me take a look at the minigame. FFA. Start delay, cost 30. Minimum entries 5. So there needs to be 5 people in on it in order for it to happen. And I think that's a good number. Okay. Let's see. Too many windows. Skirmish. Put those on high. And let's see if... What was it again? I can't remember which order. I remember the players, the players that those are numbered after, but I don't remember what order I put them in. It's Murray, Crosby, Malkin. Okay. Murray, Crosby, Malkin. Oh, it won't take the last digit. It only takes up to 5. Bah. Okay, let's just try the Murray-Crosby combo and see how that comes out. Surprises, yes, why not? Only take up to 5 numbers. Yeah, only 5. Okay, so let's see here. Well, thankfully there's only one hero portal in here. I've been in maps that had two of them, and that is just scary. Once I get some money generated here, oh good, there's a... These veins only have 75. The snots carve them out really quickly, and then carry off the gold or drop it, depending on what they're working on. But these gold veins have large numbers, have good quantities of gold in them. And putting a treasury around it is always a good idea, because then they don't have so far to go when they're carrying. Come on, Snots, work faster. There you go, good Snots. Alright, so now I'm going to need to carve out some space for these guys to have sleeping arrangements so that they can heal and not get really pissed off. Rooms like to be separated. They are more efficient with less doorways in them, basically because of the walls of the dungeon. As you can see, they're rock, just plain rock right now. But once a room is built into it, it starts basically decorating the walls of the room. The less doorways that there are, the more wall surface you have, the better the room is in efficiency. That works for most rooms. Treasuries do not have efficiencies. They just hold gold. And then there are specific room sizes that you want to be paying attention to. Like specifically for the hideout, each one of the beds for the hideout takes up a 2x2 square. So having enough space for you to build an even amount of them will make it more efficient. They are very into Feng Shui, yes, if that's how you pronounce that. Thankfully, I have written down, I've got a little post-it note right here with all of my hotkeys on it. I've been getting used to that, trying to get a feel for keyboard commands, because these games really love the use of keyboard commands. Put another treasury in here. And you can slap these guys to make them work faster. Just don't beat them up too much, because then it stuns them. And before I make creatures, I need to have a way to feed them. So I am going to use this part of this available space for that. Now there are secret rooms in here, which I'm probably going to have to be careful of. I'm going to cut that off so I don't run into one. The secret rooms are in that are in these dungeons usually contain critters that will spank you, so you want to be prepared for that before you go clearing out a lot of space around the initial tunnels. You want to make sure that you kind of check out the space slowly and carefully, as well as having an army of minions to fight for you. Otherwise, you will regret it. Let's get a couple more snots in here. I'm gonna up this as far as I can with money. And then we will put in a gobbler farm. It's that kind of dungeon. Yes, you can actually get succubi and torture heroes and try and convert them. It's fantastic. I'm going to cut that off there and let them work. I like to, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll lay out a grid of where I want them to carve out, but leave it disconnected from an open part of the cave. That way they can't get at it, and they're, you know, it basically, you know, marks the area that I want to work, but doesn't make them work at it yet. You know, it keeps them from getting into that spot. There is something there. There's probably a room right here with a tome in it. Interesting. Alright, so we'll get to that in a moment. Right now I need some critters.
It's payday.
And I would also like to have Naga, because they heal your units. And now that I have a crew, I will go and dig into that, whatever that is. Aha. Ooh, life regen. Let's throw that on our anti-hero here. These tomes that you find, sometimes heroes will drop them, and they do different things. Uh-oh. They do different things, and that one in particular lets her regenerate, which is great. Okay, and I've got this one filled. I have 6 sleeping spaces for these guys, so I'm going to need more than that. That would allow for 12. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this path, because it leads directly into my dungeon. I'm going to take this path and wind it around like this, and that way I can put traps in these locations, not only to slow them down, but also to do damage to them as they are approaching my dungeon, and my dungeon heart. And so you can wind them around through the scenery and build a bunch of traps and stuff that they will trip on the way in, damaging them and causing them a great deal of harm. Oh, I have a large hero wave in 6 minutes and 20 seconds. That's good to know. So let's go ahead and get us a way to build traps. This is a guard room. You can set that up kind of on the outskirts of your dungeon so that you can use it to call your critters to it in case of emergency. You can also set them in a guard room, and they will get paid and they will be fed in that room instead of wandering off from it. The Tinkerer's Cave allows you to build regular traps and doors. Wooden door and spike trap are also unlocked, and then you can go through and do this. But I need more evilness before I can unlock any of that stuff. And I will get to that in a minute, because I'm going to need to. Sid, how's it going, dude? Let's see. I started over in this in a skirmish game. There is a hero on the Overworld map that I have to go and beat to basically to conquer the map, and that will be I will be doing that at some point in time. So let's see. And if that game timer is too much, let me know and I can turn it down. I need to remember my hotkeys because I need more living space. And that should cover all of the horde guys that I'm going to pull in. And then I'm going to need to go after this. Oh, it's a nice little unicorn rainbows. That's excellent. Wow.
Give me my orders.
So go and take this over. Nope, all of them. This is not going well. Drag them back here and see. They'll shake off eventually, but I'm not healing strong enough to take care of these guys. Lowers his armor to 0, but improves combat speed by 50%. That's pretty nuts. And hopefully, I don't know if I killed one of them or not.
Payday.
Come here, Ranger.
Ow!
So fortunately, they get healed. Hey, Sark, how's it going, dude?
Yeah. I am the
Damn it. Okay, so apparently I'm not ready to take those guys on yet because I keep getting myself pretty beat up. Let us go ahead and buy another Naga, and then unfortunately I can't increase my population count until I get that evilness
Enemies
shrine.
have entered the dungeon.
Oh, they did they? Yikes. Oh, that's not good. Those guys are bad.
bye-bye, baby.
Okay. Since I'm in the dungeon, I'm just going to grab this guy and pull him out of combat when he is getting close to being murdered.
Evil is unstoppable.
Yep, and there are 5 people for FFA. How you doing today, Sarg?
For evil! I will destroy this land.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah, good. I would learn how to use Google. Yeah, I know. It would be nice. Oh, is this lady really just hanging out here by herself? Oh, that's a shame. Future Farmers of America. See, I told you. And now that I took out their healer... Yeah, indeed. I'm very glad that not only do you have internet, but also you're breathing still. That's always a great thing. As soon as I get their healer out of the way. Hey, Sid won. That's a lot of man. Oh, and look, I wasn't paying attention and one of my Nagas died. Oh well, he was only level 1. Screw it. They're replaceable. There we go. Hero wave. I think I cut it off. I think that was the group that came in through here. You're the only one with internet. Okay. Let's see. What do I need to do? I've got living space. One thing I should do is allow for the research of demons. I could use some more of these little snots. Now that I am generating, actually, let's go ahead and unlock this right away. So I need to get a room built for an
Enemies have
arcanium.
entered the dungeon.
Oh, no, that's not good.
For the absolute evil!
Gouge those victims. Indeed. What the hell are you doing just standing there? Get in there and kill somebody.
For evil!
I love the name of this Naga. Steam game.
Payday.
It's excellent. Okay, so I need several things to be built, and I'm hurrying through the through these menus here, or through the research. Actually, no. Stop that. Stop that too. That's not what I want. And you can fill in areas with rock. Oh God, Hap, that's terrible, dude. You just got an email with instructions on how to read maps backwards, but then you realized it was just spam. Oh, that was excruciating, bro. That was good. Okay, I need an arcanium. You're about to go tell everyone. Indeed. Okay, so I need 8 toolboxes in order to build a mana shrine. And in order to get toolboxes, I either have to dig them up out of the ground, or I have to build a workshop, which is usually the smarter idea. That's not a big enough space, but that is a good location for a for demons. So I'll do that. And then how about up here? Let's see if this has sufficient room to deal with a there we go.
A giant worm has been sighted
Oh,
in
God.
the dungeon.
Yeah, giant worms are bad. Giant worms will spawn these guys that will just run around the dungeon destroying everything. It's awful. Yeah. So that really kind of screws up all of my plans to make the dungeon work through there without filling in some space, but that's okay. I can work with it. For
Enemies
filling
have
in
entered the
space.
dungeon.
Oh no! Enemies have entered the damn dungeon.
It was cold in the cold insensitive evil's dungeon. The creatures demanded warm pullovers.
Demanded warm pullovers.
Everything evil comes from above.
Let's see. Can I get a couple of critters in here? Yes, I can. Oop, wrong button. Wow, he's getting his ass kicked.
Bye-bye, baby.
I have worms, indeed. They're treating mana like gold now, pretty much, yeah. Indeed. Yeah, you've got to, and you can research a lot of stuff in here using evilness, and you have to, once you get a lecture hall built, this room right here, you can research things for every single icon on this research pane. It's extensive, and a lot of it, most of it is passive, passive type stuff, so it's good. What's he looking for? Food. Oh, I've got Gobbler Farm. It's at 80%. Okay, so I need to build a workshop in here. And with workshops, this is one of the. Oh no, this was going to be the demon. The vortex. Uh-oh. Yep, there's one of those worms.
Let's get them!
Mother worm. Disgusting.
Take that, you worm!
That's funny. She says that randomly. Take that, you worm. Evil is being generated from above ground where I took over. Correct. Thankfully, when demons die, they don't actually die. As long as you have a vortex for them to be sent back to, they will return here.
It's payday.
Where is it? Let's see. There is, there's a nice little nod in here. The Pit Fiend? Crowley, is that you? So I can get in there through there. I don't want to open this up to that hallway. Because I need a workshop. I need tools very badly. And a workshop is something. There are some structures, some rooms that require extra space. Now you have Ozzy in your head. Excellent. There's worse things in the world. Alright, Sark. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Check you later. So the Create-A-Mat, this thing, they'll work these for toolboxes. And these little snot guys are the ones that will do the work for these. But as you can see on the right-hand side there is an efficiency marker as well as a 0 of 24 work boxes, or toolboxes. When that space fills up, they'll stop producing them, of course. But if you want more storage space for your toolboxes, you can simply expand the room and it will open up more. And now see, because there's an opening in the walls, the efficiency of this room is going to drop by 10% for each opening. So it's going to go like really in the tank. But then when I fill in this room, it will come back up to 90 again with more storage space. So right now I have 5 of 24 and 40% efficiency, but when these guys come in and start working faster, and you can see the efficiency in the toolbox storage going up, up, up. Now that I will shortly have 8 toolboxes, I'll be able to put in a mana shrine. And each one of these rooms has a specific type of unit that works in it. This one in particular, demons work this. So if you don't have demons, you don't have mana. With the Horde, they run things like the workshop that creates traps. They work on a couple of the other rooms too. But then the Undead have certain things that they handle as well. Still looking for a good place to build a workshop, or not a workshop, Tinkerer's Cave. The Tinkerer's Cave does not require extra space for storage, which is really handy. So all I need is a 5x3 space for each workbench I'm going to put in. And that will suffice. Of course, I need more toolboxes before I can build that, and that'll be okay. Now, if I can carve out a room for a lecture hall. Tables in the lecture hall take up a 3x3 space, and it's never a bad idea to have a bunch of them. The more tables you have, the more scrolls you can save, research. Which one do I want? Uh-oh. Horde creatures in the immediate vicinity have a chance of falling into a berserk State. Berserk Frenzy. Nice. Okay, so let's find an orc. Or one of these guys.
It's payday.
There you go. Quiggle the Violent. Hero Wave in 1 minute. Uh-oh. They're on their way. Alright. So let's go ahead and fill in some of this space so that I can make an even room out of it. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then lecture hall. There. Now, when you look in here at any one of these, there's nothing, and it says no lecture hall. Okay, there's nothing for you to research in those things. So I'm going to dump a little bit of stuff into that. There we go. So now that I have a lecture hall built, I can go back into the research menu and click on one of these, and it has a bunch of scrolls. Imps with aiming juice. Cheaper revival. My dungeon heart is being attacked.
Give me my orders.
I am being attacked. Thank you. This magic room thing is really nice because you can up the production. He's so focused on research he didn't see the group of good guys walk right by. Indeed, I didn't. Oh, there's another one coming in too. Here we go. So now that I'm generating some toolboxes, I'll be able to build some traps in here. I feel like those spells aren't casting. Oh, they are. Okay, I see it now. Well, I did say I was going to focus on the research. Now, in order to build traps, like physically build them and put them, you know, have your little snots working at putting them into the dungeon, you have to have at least one of these Tinkerer Cave work units set up for the creation of traps. And it has a little sign up here. When this is built, it'll show you that it's working on building whatever it's working on building. It will display it. Let's start with that. And then let's see. I've got the problem is my distance, the workshop to the Tinkerer's Cave is pretty far. So maybe what I will do is go ahead and build one over here. Then I gotta build a path. Once you get a lot of the higher end traps researched, you lay down enough of them that when it says, you know, enemies have entered your dungeon, you go and move on. Oh, that room is already nice and carved for me. How's that?
Evil is unstoppable.
Take this out of here. Oh, I do need to take that out of there. Shaping rooms can be a bit of a pain, but it's tolerable. Come on, you little snot, work faster. In fact, let's, since I've got a bunch of money here, let's just pump out some snots. It sounds gross when I say it like that. Oh, another one. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a treasure room around this one. And I did that one over there already. Okay. We'll just start with that so that I can get this other workshop built, and I'll more than likely end up destroying that other one because this one is going to produce a lot of toolboxes. And then, even better, when I finally get the magical version of this that produces magical traps and stuff like that, it will be even better. But for now, let's go ahead and charge this one up. Most of the spells, if you hold down the casting button, it will supercharge the spell. Of course, it costs more mana, but it's worth it. I don't need that yet. What am I doing? Okay, so that other workshop, actually, I think I'm going to leave that one where it is. That's a really bad place.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Like I said, it's a really bad place.
Where are you taking me?
Where are you taking me?
Just right.
Dun, dun, dun. Stupid enemies. Okay, so I've got 20 toolboxes. I think what I should do is convert this into a workshop, or a tinkerer's cave. And put 3 of those building, 3 of the workbenches in here, and that way I have a place that's close to here for moving traps into that area. Uh-oh. That's not good. I need another gobbler farm. Thankfully, this room is one of those that's pretty forgiving on the shape. You don't have to have it quite square. And then what I'll do is I'll cast that room spell on this, hopefully. And that will get that moving. Ooh, is that thunder? Hope it's not a hurricane. You keep your damn hurricane in Florida. I don't want it. Okay, so I can start producing traps. This has... okay, they're all digging right now. There's a workshop there. And I still need 250 gold for this. Bunch of them carrying gold, so it's not going to take too long for them for me to be able to click on this, I hope. Oh, there just went one trap built over there. And there's two different types, overall types of traps. There's manual traps, ones that you have to slap with the Hand of Terror, and then there are automatic traps, ones that will set themselves off automatically. Hurricaneado. Yeah, that would be kind of scary. Okay, so what do I need? I need there to be more food. I really want to do that. I'll have to fill a lot of that in afterwards anyway, so it's okay. See, they're creating a spike trap, and once he's done with it, one of the little snots will come over here, grab the trap, and take it probably here, I would imagine, or there, one or the other. And then what I really want to do is kind of haul towards the better traps, because they are really good.
Huh. Those guys at Realmforge are so desperate that they're even saying in their games that they're looking for experienced programmers. Oh, it's so pathetic. I refuse to even read anything. Oh, damn it.
I love the narrator's commentary. It's good stuff. It's just good stuff. I know I'll find a room back here, I'm sure, but I'm going to go ahead and dig it out anyway, because I eventually want to start winding them around in different directions. That's going to be for defibrimat, and then this will be a graveyard. Just planning ahead because, you know, it's a good idea to plan ahead. Wow, that's some good thunder. Okay, what do we got going on in here? They're not building anything because all those traps are constructed, it looks like. Okay, so what I need to do is go into my research menu. I need a succubus and a torture chamber. Yeah. Probably end up just carving this out and restructuring the interior of it. Oh hey, a room. Never gets angry no matter how you treat it. A happy pill. No kidding. I've never seen this one before. Who would I end up slapping the most? Probably a torturer. One of the succubuses, because the succubi, because they The faster they work, the better off. Let's see. I need to see how big this is. The drawback to, you know, closing off your rooms is that you have more difficulty getting people in there to work them. So I kind of balance out the need for efficiency with the need for people to be able to efficiently work an area. It's a 3x3, isn't it? Crap.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Well, they can bite me.
Attack!
Ooh.
Enemies have entered the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Dope. Oh, crap.
She's not gonna get up.
Alright, need a crypt. Need it now. Quick, like a bunny. Oh, she just died. Dope.
I'll be back.
Wow. And I have no units to protect anything. Oh, wow. Yep, they're all taken down.
It's payday.
See, I told you I was bad at this.
Heroes are destroying your rooms.
Uh-oh. Yep, I blew it. Woo! I don't have any gold. They're all freaking out. Whoops. Alright, let's see if I can recover from it or not.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Shimiku, how's it going? If you want an easy playthrough, Mass Undead. Yeah, that's, I just researched the graveyard, because they don't take up population spots. But I am currently losing very, very badly. No, actually, I'm losing very well. I'm doing a smashing job at losing. But yeah, the graveyard isn't a bad idea to start like research right away to get onto that one. It's good. It's one of those things that's it is excellent because it doesn't take up population spots, and you know, if you lose them, you're not really losing a whole hell of a lot, so it works. Do have a banshee, so at least I can save those people. Let's do that research. Wrong button. Oh, they're not built yet, that's why. Duh. Yeah, I'm always willing to hear what other people have to say about ways to play this game, because I'm not terribly good at it, as you can see. So I will frequently defer to the knowledge of someone who has more experience with it. Drag all the dead bodies in there and it'll start forming undead out of it, which is really handy. Unfortunately, I do not have... Okay. I do have a demon. Maleficent. She never gets angry no matter how you treat her. Maleficent the cheerful. That works. Excellent. Let's see here. So the undead are building. We've got a happy little graveyard over here.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, good. Just what I need. Yeah, these guys are handing me my ass. That's amazing. I've had difficulty with this before. Once again, tell you about the farm. Yikes. Yep, all my people are dead.
Payday.
No mana.
Heroes are destroying your rooms.
I know, they're destroying my rooms, whatever. Don't. problem with using demons is that cost mana to respawn, and the Horde will need Undead to get them back again. True. Start with Undead. It's not a bad idea.
Can we please stop letting Talia die all the time? I mean, it's not that hard to resurrect her, but blow-drying her hair until it's just right sends the electricity bill through the roof.
Blow drying her hair until it's just right. It was good to, you know, keep croaking over and over again just for that. Yep, that is a good call. To use Undead to start with. I like how they get the little pitchfork and torch icon over them when they're destroying things. That's fantastic. It's the little details. Okay, since that one has gone completely into the toilet, we'll try again. Very sacked out kitten sitting next to me. Very passed out. That's excellent. Okay. That map was not nice to me. Okay. Let's try this again. That was terrible. Voldemort, Gandalf, nice, nice. Yeah, I've got one that's Talrasha from Diablo, and then there was one of them. One of the Naga is named like an odd spelling of Steam game, which I thought was pretty humorous. Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, a lot of them are just slightly misspelled a little bit, but yeah, the writers that they've got working over there they're funny. I appreciate their work a great deal. Okay, it would help if I researched this and this. And let's just jump on it. Why not? We'll give that a try. It's probably going to work much better for me, I'm sure. The city names are good, yep. Indeed. Build a throne room. Or, there you go. Just focus on grave and get 5 banshees? Oh, okay. Then get more workers? Gotcha. that's up and running, get a town. I gotcha. Okay. Cool. We'll give it a shot and see how it works out. And hopefully there's not a room in there. The Lich. Oh yeah, the Lich is disgusting. I mean, it gets hit twice and it's dead, but my goodness. What it lays out and hurt really makes up for its weaknesses. So they have more place to work through stuff. I think the Banshee need to get fixed up a bit. They're a bit overpowered the way they work. Low damage AoE, but reduce attack speed of all it hits. Ah, yeah. Probably, it more than likely could use a little tune. At 1.5 minutes. Oh, that's excellent. That sounds painful. Alright, let's get the rest of this graveyard built in here. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Dope. Alright, my phone is ringing. I'm going to let that run and mute, and I will be right back. Alright. Oh, meow. What do you mean, meow? Well, come here. Come on. You come up here. Oh, I hope I'm not dying in there.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
That was good timing. What do you mean, meow, meow, meow?
Oh, man, this is deep.
Ha! A banshee named Misty.
Sure showed him.
So there we go as the 5 banshees. Then I can start working on snots. Work faster. I always want to hit that to hire more, hire more snots. Actually, I don't need to do that if they're just digging through that one. Go back. Okay. I'm going to use this, I think, as a prison. I hate how that doesn't always work. I knew it. I knew there was going to be another one, another workable one back there. Yup. Yeah, get a lot of gold. Indeed. Yeah, once I find an infinite one, I'm sure it will be considerably easier. Plus, I've got to start building some trap type stuff. That's the only thing that, because I do like building the traps, that way I don't have to worry about guys getting into the dungeon or not.
Payday.
Okay.
Your creatures have discovered a number of worms in your dungeon.
Where?
That is so disgusting.
Evil!
That wasn't too bad. Thankfully. form a room out of that in a bit. And then, let's see. Okay, so the graveyard's good. Still under population cap. Dig out this way and find out what's out here, because I'm thinking that there might be a room there. Don't know what I'm going to do with that space yet, but at least it's set up for something. I should probably go and, after this hero wave, I'll go and overthrow this. Oh, there they are. Let's have a surprise for him, shall we?
I'm falling!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Have to wait, go for town. Yeah, indeed.
Take me to the enemy! Everything good must die. Ouch! Good will fall.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much to do this.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There we go. Our turtle. Uh-oh.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Defend the dungeon!
Yep. Yeah, I've got the keyboard controls, and F3 gets melee units and F4 gets ranged units. I love that. I think it's pretty good.
Blood for the blood god! Cookies for me!
Hit blood for the blood god, cookies for me. I like that. Turn into skeletons. That's fun. That way I can research that. Those guys. I had one of these. His name was Saruman, or Scaramon. Scaramon. That's what it was. Snotlegeddon? Really? Oh, that's excellent. Snotlegeddon. That is excellent. If you don't get the reference, I feel so bad for you. That is awesome. Okay, I am going to pause this for a moment and walk away for a minute or three while I get more coffee and hit the head, and I will be right back. Alright, I didn't realize I shut off the game audio too. Let's see. Okay, there's the coffee. Now let's see how bad I'm failing this year. One thing I do want to research, because I enjoy, oh, but then I've got to have food for them, and I've got to have a, because you can convert heroes, and that is an awful lot of fun.
Everything's gone black. Oh, my hood is down. That was a good one. What, that gag was stolen? No surprise. It was way funnier than the rest.
Let's see if I can branch out a little bit here to find a diamond mine. Should be one out here somewhere. There usually is. There's one.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I just wait.
There we go. New season of Jeopardy starts today. You must prepare. Alright, dude. You enjoy. I will probably still be here, so when you are finished expanding your brain, you can come in here to dumb it down a little bit. Now they're dragging off all of the dead heroes to the prison. One of the things that I'm going to see if I can do... The unfortunate side is that I think... I love that torture chamber, I really do. Damage has been done here. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage to myself, really.
Payday.
Derp. Indeed. I derp a lot. here and expand on the Undead front. Hit my maximum gold here. What sort of preparation? Actually, Hap has mentioned a couple of times that he's interviewed for being a contestant on Jeopardy a couple of times now. Nothing yet, but keep our fingers crossed for him. He can plug my stream on the. These two were just laying here, like, totally passed out. It's good times. Preparations A through G, indeed. Alright, what's going on in here? Got another hero wave in a minute and a half. That should be fun. Still don't have enough of that.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
All right.
Evil will charge! Ow!
Isn't it? Man, it is pretty awesome. Hope he gets on there. That'd be pretty cool. I think. Voldemort. Cute.
It's payday.
Oh, they want to attack that, huh?
Talon must die.
Well, we'll just leave them there and find out what happens. Maybe remove 2 Banshees for 2 more Lich.
Evil will triumph.
Mega gross. Huh. That's funny. Okay. That is actually, I don't know if I know how to,
What's up?
like, purposefully remove an enemy, or remove a creature. You have to have a temple to dump them into the, dump into the temple. Banshee have limited
Take
range,
that, you
can't
worm!
attack at the same time. Gotcha. That makes sense. There's a lever you can hit. Not what I wanted to do. So you used to be able to just dump them in here to get rid of them. I miss that particular function.
I am the Queen of Evil.
Nope, that still doesn't work. Bah. Bottom right corner of the core is the place you can remove them by placing them there. Oh, I see. Gotcha. That's this. I see. Excellent. Good call. I did not know about that before. Thank you. Interesting. Oh, there it went. Okay. It just didn't take the first time, it looks like. Oh. this one's one of those rooms that does not need any extra space other than what the actual thing takes up. So it needs to be a 5x5 room. And you can throw stuff in it, which is a lot of fun. Might as well go out and get this while I can. Oop, wait, maybe I should back up first, because that group should be... Oh, wait, no, that was the group. Okay. But if I can lure a couple of these guys out here and take them out... Yeah, that I've been using F to make, to do that. Definitely. I figured that, I found that, went and looked in the controls, you know, and wrote down. I actually have a list of all the hotkeys on here. And that I wrote down on a sticky note on my monitor so that I wouldn't have to constantly go back and try and remember them. Too many hotkeys for too many games running around in my head. But yeah, the move attack is a really helpful thing in games like this. Very, very helpful. Just because I feel like it. Throwing something into the pit. It rolls dice, and it gives you something sometimes when you drop stuff in there. It's pretty neat.
Pokemon has somehow gotten lost in your dungeon. I bet you could catch it now. Go ahead, go for it. Wait, what do you mean nobody's interested in that anymore and the hype is over? Oh.
And a skeletal archer stuck above my, there we go. Just need to find a critter that would highlight like that. How about just do something crazy and fill that like that so they will do something.
It's payday.
Be a close drag to the graveyard that way. I'll build another one over here just for the hell of it. Hopefully won't run into a room over here.
Worms have been spotted in the
I had a
dungeon.
feeling.
Me.
Since I've got the cash to do it, just might as well build it big. There, then they'll be able to drag a bunch of people right out of the, when heroes come in, I'll be able to run right into them.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Really? I don't think they're gonna last for very long.
Oh, hey!
I like how it puts them underneath the ground. Physically, that is awesome.
By this land.
One of your islands of evilness is under attack.
Oh, but I need the vortex in order to have the succubi. Oh well, that's okay. This is a very interesting way to do to get through one of these maps. Looks like it. I would have to agree with you though. It might be a little bit lopsided in power. Because I haven't had to build anything else but this stuff, and it doesn't feel terribly necessary to do anything beyond that.
Payday.
Come on with me. Must die.
Oh, it's a hell of a door. That's crazy. I haven't seen what the skirmish map has as far as a boss battle. It's probably going to be in one of these, or this little tail end of this map. I'm just going to go and check it out. Ah. Oh, there's guys heading towards my spot.
Hey,
Of course, I can't cast that. There's probably something I have to do first in order to get that, because I haven't figured that out. Let's see. I know there's mana somewhere.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Get 4 demons and set up the mana. Yeah, I probably will. That's one of the things that I do like. I like about the other focuses is that you get to play with traps and stuff like that. But this is a really solid tactic and hard to ignore.
A giant worm has been sighted in the dungeon.
Aw. That's just awesome, being able to dump them into the pit. Okay. Okay. Oops. For.
You better save. I can feel the crash.
You can feel the crash coming on. That's cute. Let's see, this is...
Payday.
Storing it anyway. Yeah, you can come and attack that, that's fine. Meow.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Alright. Oh, they're fighting the worm. Nice.
All that is good.
They're gonna walk right by that one to take over that one. Interesting.
I will destroy this land.
Ah, yeah. I gotta feed those ones. Dope.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Otherwise, they'll get ticked and not want. Do not want that. How did I build that thing? Oops. Ah. Here we go. Yeah, I gotta get a library. Indeed. Oops. Miscalculated. Nice thing is once it builds, it should readjust them to fit. Yep. I love that it does that. That is very, very handy. Well, you can just keep improving this. Wow, that's sick.
Heyday.
Pardon. No. Right. Creature no longer requires beer. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I don't have any horde people, so I'll just throw it on that one. Okay.
Heyday.
Eight toolboxes before that can be a thing. So let's jump the efficiency rating of this room up by a lot. fail to communicate. Alright, hero wave in less than a minute. Okay, I suppose they're not going to attack that anymore. Okay, what do we got going on here? Just because it's fun to have a pit fiend. My first pit fiend was named Crowley, which was really awesome.
Payday.
just throw that in there for the heck of it. And let's fill in one of these spots here to get the efficiency on that up. Of course I have a succubus named Piper. Alright, I am going to pause for a moment and mute. My wife just arrived, and I will be right back. If I can find my buttons. Okay, bear with me. I shall return shortly. Okay, I have returned. I am sorry about the delay. And we'll get on with this thing here. Boom. So, what do I got? I think the starting out with the Undead is a really good plan. Let's take them for a ride over here. Because one thing that I really love is the trap system in here. The traps are fantastic. Research is not available. Oh, because I have to get a guard room first. Hi. Here. There's pudding. Hi. He's going to chill out in my lap for a minute, I think. And then let's get these, and these, and these. And I like the vault door. I really love the tar pit. And which one's the other one? Rotating flamer. That is an awesome addition. Let's see. Oh, did you?
Oh, are you on? Did I just walk by?
You just walked by.
Am I okay?
You're okay.
Really?
I'm just
You
gonna.
can't see me now?
I can't see you right now, no.
Holy shit.
Whoops, my wife comes in, just starts changing, you know. Like, oh, here you go, here's a free show.
Sorry. Holy crap.
The stream just got real exciting.
Oh, God. You didn't
No,
see anything?
no,
No.
you are off camera presently.
Oh my
You're
God.
okay,
I
and
am
the
so
camera is
sorry.
off, so
Oh, God.
you're good. It's all
I'm
good.
so sorry.
No worries.
Sorry, people. Sorry.
Creature works faster. Ooh. Let's give that to... Where would I build that room? There we go. Yes.
It's off.
It's off. You're good.
I can go by again?
You can go by me.
Oh, God.
Camera's off.
Oh, gosh.
Run.
So sorry.
It's okay. No worry. It's all good. Let's see. No, I'll leave that alone. Okay. Yep, you're good. No camera debauchery. Oh, good. Good to hear. Confirmation from a viewer. No camera debauchery. Alright. Now let's fill in this spot. And this spot and that spot. Planning for a layout of traps here. And these are all the glorious traps.
Heyday.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem.
There you go. Oh, my God.
You're good.
I'm still passing. That's okay.
Yep, totally. Still got the camera off.
Oh,
You are fine.
let's just get on shoes.
Shoes are good. really?
No, seal one. All the custodians and maintenance people showed. All the business office people showed.
Wow.
And then me and Connie.
Okay, and as long as I dump them off in there, I'll be able to fill in tile here. That'll be red until they dig through this. Once they dig through this, and it opens up, because you can't block the hero path. You can't block the, you can't block off completely their ability to get into your dungeon, because otherwise, you know, you take one snot, you build one blocker, and then you're completely and totally safe. But now that that is dug through, that'll turn green, and they'll fill that in. Now that's going to force any hero that comes through here, down this chain, through these two traps, and around this way, which I'll deal with this at some point. But for the time being, I'd like to get more of these traps in here. Now one of the neat things you can do is put one of these big badass vault doors in. If you make a 3x3 space and you put one of these flame turrets in there, you can surround it with other traps that either slow or do damage. I like to put slow traps in around these things. Yeah. And that way they get they go through this spot really slow and get whacked with that trap, with a middle trap throughout it. And just in case they get through that. And you can do stuff like this. I'm going to have them dig out these two spots, and then I'm going to throw a couple of these into that empty space. Like that. And that way they're going to come through here, they're going to get slowed down in this tar. They're going to get shot by these two flame arrow turrets, traps. And then they're going to come to this door, which will take a considerable beating before it collapses. And the beauty of that is that while they are fighting with this door, this turret is just going to lay waste to them. So that works out very well. And in a lot of cases, I've gone and built extensive paths to get the heroes to wander through large parts of the dungeon while taking damage. And in a lot of cases, they've not even made it halfway through the path that I created for them before they croaked. So it's very efficient. And the one thing that you do want to avoid is giving the heroes an easy path to treasure, because they will go and steal your gold. So what I'm going to end up doing is drilling out this to over here, so that if they do get through this spot, they won't run right over to where I'm going to have a bunch of gold stored, and I'll be able to control the flow of those heroes by blocking that in. And like I was saying earlier, as soon as that turns, as soon as they dig through these two, that'll turn green. Boop. There it goes. Let's see. Let's set another one of these right here, just for the hell of it, just in case they do make it through all of that. And let's see. I want them to take damage through there, but I don't want them to be slowed in the process, so I'm going to throw a couple of regular spike traps. Yeah, the icy spike traps are just incredibly powerful. I've got a couple of those set up in here. And that first stretch of 4 leading into this, if they even survive this bit, the rest of this will just completely screw them up. But yeah, I agree. The ice spike traps are quite powerful. Perhaps a little too much. Um, yeah, they're pretty brutal.
Payday.
Oh, they are they? Well, let's see how they enjoy this.
Die.
I'm just gonna ride out and meet them. Why not? Ooh, they're joking around.
What do you want me to do?
The Pit Fiend is fantastic. Oh, the Lich Army's great. Yeah, this no doubt is working out very well. If you didn't catch me saying it earlier, this is a very solid tactic to start with and finish with, apparently. It's working out quite well. But yeah, and I totally agree with you. It might be a little bit overpowered on this side, on this side of the tech tree. This bit right here might be a little pungent for the game as a whole. I would have to say, made it pretty easy. And I'm not sure what the, because I was hitting this guy earlier, and it said that it was invincible, or immune, specifically. So I'm not sure what you have to do in order to kill this thing.
Oh, day!
Or is it only... it's only immune when it has that spell active. Gotcha, gotcha. Cool. Shield will go away. Gotcha. As it did. Thank you, delay. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna agree with you. It's a little overpowered. But it's a lot of fun to go and build that way. And I mean, if you're still looking for a relative challenge, you could try that. I'm thinking about trying that on Insane, on the Hell level. 35,000 liters of bloodshed. Yeah. Let me think. Yeah, I'm thinking that one of the things that could be interesting is to try that on Hell. It would probably be very interesting. I've never tried the more difficult version, the more difficult setting in this, and that's got to be pretty interesting. Now the one thing that I could see is just simply starting out a game with that would greatly ease you into expanding into the rest of the tech tree, and having horde critters to build regular stuffs, and to have demons and things to be farming mana for you, and so on. That is a really solid start. I'd always been reluctant to jump into the graveyard because, right at the start of a game, because it is so expensive. It's like, it's 1,000 gold just to get the Banshee level critters. So it's a pretty heavy outlay of money right at the beginning, but that's the first time I've defeated one of these maps, so that has to count for something. I do like that strategy. It's more than likely going to get balanced if that's something that they are concerned with at all. Takes money to make money, indeed it does. And I mean that made everything feel a lot easier and a lot less frantic, having that undead build, so to speak, for your dungeon being based solely for the first half of it, really being based solely on building undead, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Everything you kill in the dungeon ends up fighting for you. So, and then also does not count against your population cap, which really good. The population cap is strangling in a lot of cases because they don't seem to have one. The good guys don't seem to have that. Now let's play something fun. Uh-oh, what do you want? I've got about an hour left. This is fun. I'm having a good time playing it. I don't know how it is for watching it unless you're truly interested in the game itself, but it does have multiplayer mode. Just saying. I haven't done that. Haven't done that yet. Set up a multiplayer game, but so let me ask you, Shimiku. You seem to be pretty knowledgeable. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Oh, you're ranking in Overwatch? Nice. There's a question that I have about how the multiplayer in this works, specifically the co-op bit, that you have somebody controlling the overworld stuff and somebody controlling the dungeon stuff. But specifically, are the sides locked? Like if you get into a co-op match, you've got two people playing on the same team. Do you have a group, or do you have an option to switch roles in the middle of it? I need a scout saucer? Why do I need a scout saucer? In fact, I don't even think I've logged into Trove this week. I was getting frustrated with Glyph constantly crashing on load, and I just kind of put it out of my mind for a little while. You haven't tried co-op yet? I'll have to do that the next stream I do with Dungeons 3. I'll have to find a willing participant to co-op it. And so far, I think I've only met one or two other people who are in the beta who've picked it up for that. So if at some point in time you want to drop in when I'm streaming this next and give it a shot, it'd be interesting to at least see it, to show it off a little bit and find out how it works. Glyph has been a real pain for me for like about the last month or so. It has been being very difficult, to say the least. It has not been fun trying to log into Trove, uninstall it, keeping your games, reboot, then download and install the latest version. It's probably, that would probably be wise for me to do in the same place. Yeah, obviously, indeed. I have a little, apparently I am currently a scratching post. What are you doing, you little monkey? Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot my camera's not on, so that didn't count for cat. That's okay. You have to reboot it or it errors out. Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to try out the co-op sometime, for sure. I usually my normal stream days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday we usually have a GTA thing going on because my son Sargonis rides shotgun on that stream on Wednesdays, and we usually have a good crew of people that also ride along with us, and so that. Wednesdays are usually tied up. Fridays I normally stream Trove, but like I was just saying, Trove has been giving me some problems. You're using the Steam version of it and you haven't had any problems until now? For Glyph? Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't tied Glyph into Steam yet because I didn't want to use a game manager to use a game manager, if that makes any sense. So I just tried opening Glyph and it crashed. It's not responding. That's funny. There is an error updating. I know, there's always an error updating. Certainly. My Discord, there's actually a Discord channel for my stream. It should be listed somewhere below the channel feed that has details on how to get into that channel. And I have announcements set up for it that when I go online, it notifies. Yeah. I just made up a new word. Well, how about that? Yeah, mods and no problems. Yep, I totally agree with you there. Having the... Now, do you, in order to use the mods, do you have to integrate it with Steam, or can't you... Smeeshi! How's it going? If you join the Discord stream, you have to deal with Fuzzy. Indeed. Yeah. That's excellent. Oh, and I also added in a new command here. I am doing very well. Glad to hear you are as well. I just went through on suggestion of another viewer here. Oh, I lost my brain. Shimiku, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, gave me a strategy to Dungeons 3 that made it really easy. A little too easy, maybe, if you ask me. So, DS, how's it going, dude? Welcome. How you doing today? I ran through a skirmish map and really just gave it what for. By starting with the Undead, and it is really, really effective. I think the Undead side of the research tree is a little bit unbalanced on the overpowered side. But it's still fun to create a vast army of Undead and run them around the world and mow over those do-gooders, and so it's good. Uh-oh, a few casualties. Woo! Oh, Smeeshi got hosed. Poor Smeeshi. Shaw made out good. Yeah, you got up over 1,000 now. That's cool. 61. Here a coffee thousandaire. Indeed. All the beans are belong to you. 725. Nice. I still got to probably play with those numbers and stuff, but the people who are here to work with me while I'm playing with those numbers are going to benefit greatly until I get them settled in a little bit. Dark roast. Gotta get to Kona. That's the top rank. I was thinking about making Kona the second highest rank because there is a coffee out there that is supposedly better than Kona, but I will never drink it. Sorry, not gonna happen. But Civet Cat coffee. Ugh. They feed the beans to civet cats. The civet cats partially digest them, and then they poop them, and then they roast them and grind them and drink the coffee. And that is just disgusting. Indeed, civet poop. Civet poop coffee. Nope. No thank you. No way. No how. Not a chance. Ain't gonna do it. No. No, no, no. That just does not sound right. I do not appreciate it. I do not appreciate it at all. Meow. What you doing? I'm being used as a scratching post again. Oh, cool. Excellent. If I can type today, my goodness. I need to, there's a way that the bot will announce somebody joining the Discord channel, but I have not found how to set that up yet. I will eventually. Excellent. So, let's see here. Well, I could either, because I've got 40 minutes left. I could just start up another thing of this, or jump to something else. I know that Hap wanted me to start that quest in Trove, but I couldn't even load Trove because it was giving me... I couldn't even load Glyph because it was giving me problems. Yes, I am a howdy stealer. I do that all the time. I'm bad at it. Or I'm rather good at it, really. But yep. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here, since I've got 40 more minutes to... Yeah, I think the other ones could get on the same level, or maybe balance them between. Because honestly, a full undead army felt way too powerful for normal mode. I mean, I didn't even break a sweat in that. It wasn't very difficult at all. So maybe bring them down just a little bit, and then bring the other core groups up a little bit. I'm just going to click this and so that I can show the research menu and display what I'm talking about, what we're talking about here. But yeah, the Lich Army is tactically very strong, and it would not be a bad thing if they were balanced out just a little bit. And especially because the Undead doesn't really need anything. The Horde requires beer and a training arena to get up to certain levels. They require beer and food and a place to sleep to be happy. And then the Undead side requires mana to run, mana to recharge, or to bring them back to life once they get killed, and they're very weak, so they die a lot. And then you need them to generate mana. If you're not using them to generate mana, if they're in combat, you're not generating mana with them at all. So with the requirements that it has, let me open up the menu here. So you've got three sides of your military, and then your general upgrades are up here for your hero, treasury, and snots, workers, and how many people you can have, and then you have to feed them. These guys right here, and these guys right here, I think they require food. I know that the succubus I think the succubus requires food. Maybe not. The demonic ranger. Possibly not. But yeah, it's still the physical requirements. We all require beer. Indeed. Let's see. And Shaw answered my question from earlier. If you need Steam in order to do mods in Trove, first you need to bind your glyph to Steam. It won't need to log in ever again. Oh, that's cool. Then on Trove Workshop, you look through the mods and you hit subscribe button if you want to try it. After this, it'll download automatically, and you can turn mods on and off of the game if you don't want them anymore. Then simply unsubscribe it, and it should delete and uninstall by itself. Oh, cool. Excellent. The surface map, I think, is, well, much of it is. It should be. Yeah. It is. It is covered with a fog. You can see around your own thing, but yeah, but the rest of it is hidden. I mean, you can see it physically. I see what you're talking about now. That it's not covered, so you can't see it at all. I see. Yep. That would be an interesting. That would be a welcome change. I wouldn't mind that so much. So you'd actually have to go out and explore it. The Steam Workshop is way too complicated. Purple, how's it going, dude? Haven't seen you in a bit. It's showing paths and locations of goodies. Yep, indeed. Put the mods in the mod folder. Yeah, that works pretty well. Download them, put them in the mod folder, and just let it run. So let's see. But yeah, the demon side of it, this side here, requires that they be able to generate mana in order to respawn themselves, and the horde side requires beer and food from up here, Gobbler Farm, in order for them to be happy, and then it requires that they have an arena to train above 5th level, or up to 10th level, something like that. And then, let's see, did that actually, oh, right-clicking it made that menu go away. I did not know that until right now. That's fantastic. So, and then when you're, you've got the Undead vein that takes, 2/3 of your starting money to start up, but is well worth it when it generates its own content. It generates its own army. So, and for those of you who just showed up, this is Dungeons 3 Beta. It releases on the 12th of October. I think the 12th of October. 13th of October. And right up until release, it ends on the 13th. It is 15% off, and it gets you into the beta test. It unlocks the Horde Throne Room, where you get that the red dungeon heart that I have. That's how this one, I think normally it's blue, but it gives you, unlocking it, or buying it early, gives you access to this new dungeon heart. I'm not sure how you change that if you do. It just automatically came in. And then you get a digital soundtrack and PC beta access. So that, and that is good up until the day of release. So if you want to jump in on it, it's not a bad idea. I haven't downloaded them yet, but I just have to go into Steam, I think. I wasn't sure where to get them right away. Question answered. There you go. But yeah, I like the music for it. It's pretty good. So hopefully I will download that soon. I will remember to do so. I'm just gonna smack the crap out of these guys. Why not?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I don't care if enemies enter the dungeon. I'm just gonna smack her until she dies. Why not?
No!
And yes, you can totally kill your own people like that.
I'll be back.
So, alright. So I'm gonna pop back out of that. And let's see. What am I doing? Besides looking at that, because that would be... That's dizzying. That's one thing, honestly, it's a little quality of life thing that I would like them to turn down, is the scroll speed of the map underneath the menus. If you sit there and stare at that long enough, at least for me, I stare at it long enough, it kind of makes, it kind of makes me a little nauseous. Beta access should get you customized voicemail from the narrator. That would be cool. I love the narrator guy. He's funny as hell. Let's see. I'm gonna do some of this. Since I've got about a half an hour to the end here, I didn't ever put my camera back on. That's okay. You don't need to see my ugly face, do you? The only minus to it is that the Glyph version only installs for a specific game. If you get Trove through Steam, you will see it in Glyph that it's the only Trove is there and isn't the store button. Ah, okay. Gotcha. See, I was under the impression that it just opened up Glyph. That makes sense. Aw, need more coffee than that. What? Oh. A link. Throw me the link. I will gladly. And I have yet to set up making links possible for that purge is ruthless. It is. I don't understand why it does that. I don't know what those cats are up to, but it's probably no good. Oh, okay. So that's what it looks like. Gotcha. Interesting. I hate you, fool bot. It let you get away with caps. Indeed, it did. I did turn down the pickiness of that a little bit because I have a tendency to do it too. Yeah. The decaffeinator. I like this bot. You can set up all kinds of little bosses and stuff like that, and it's neat. It's a really cute thing. Indeed, it's a good day for you in gambling. I did one before I started up to make sure that the bot was integrated properly and everything, and I just ran a heist one by myself and lost 150 coffee beans. Whoops. Let's see. So yeah, the beta is going to last until the 13th. There should be a link that pops up in there if you want to take a look at it. It's on a timer, but I'll gladly share it. Just because. And like I say, it is currently 15% off, and there is a link to it in case you want to take a look. I don't think they have. That's one thing that I miss from the old days of you know, right at the beginning when when game companies were advertising their hard copy games online, is that you could download a demo. And a lot of companies have walked away from demo downloads for games, which I'm really bummed about, because that has honestly stopped me from buying a lot of games. Things that I was on the fence about, things that I wasn't sure really looked good, and I thought, well, if I could test it out for an hour or even just a little bit, 20 minutes, just to get a feel, that'd be great. Ooh, alright. I'll match that, Shah. Why not? Let's see how badly we can lose. But yeah, Glyph has been giving me some issues lately, and I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll have to do what you suggested there, Hap, and see about getting, just uninstalling it, reinstalling it back into the same place, and do it up. And see what happens. Booyah. So one of the other things that I still need to do is to figure out how to do some things that would interconnect with subscription to the channel, and that way making it a little bit figuring out a way to make it a little bit more worth it, you know, on your end. But that'll I gotta balance these the coffee stuff too. Oh, awesome. Thank you for the follow. I like that. It says, thank you for the follow. Have a coffee. Booyah. That, the little animated thing that pops up on, for Streamlabs, looks a lot like the guy in the background, the Ultimate Evil. That's pretty cool. If I had any skills to make that kind of stuff on my own, I would gladly, but I don't have that kind of skill to make animations and stuff like that. New followers should get you 100 beans. I agree. I agree with that. There's got to be a way to set that up. Oh, you didn't get in on it quick enough. Don't. Yeah. Damn. Just shy. Sean and I made out like bandits. That's excellent. Let's see. There's got to be a thing in here for that. Oh, your dad's place survived the hurricane? Oh, that's great to hear. I gotta call my folks and find out if their property down there made it through unscathed. No flooding. Worst damage could be some awnings lost. Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. Real good to hear. Very nice. So, let's see, if Smeeshy or DS, if you guys are still listening, if you know of a way to set up a thing where people get rewarded on a follow through AnkBot, that would be fantastic, because I don't know if you can do that. There's got to be something that allows you to do something like that. Can, but not sure how. Gotcha. Full report from the association to come. Oh, that's good. Okay. I've been digging as I've been talking, looking for it, but I'm not finding anything yet. But I know that there's got to be a way to do it. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Hi. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Alrighty, shot. Have a good one. Sleep well. Have a nice evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Here, stand up on my desk, because you're cute and stuff. There you go. There, look. See up here? Look at this. No. You can't drink my coffee. Dude. Dude, get your face out of my coffee. More kitty cam. There you go. That's Pudding. He'll start playing with my headset pretty soon, I'm sure. Well, meow. Come on. Come on. Get hit in the face of the tail. I think it's going to have to be like set up an event to trigger when blank happens kind of thing. Might be a tad complicated, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, I will keep poking at it. I wouldn't even know where to go looking for something that way. Attack Pudding, go for the eyes. Yeah, you do not want a caffeinated cat running around new, especially a kitten. They're wired for sound as it is. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything yet. Oop. Sorry about that. Interesting. Viewers are hungry for blood. Indeed. You know, I could bleed for my craft. I probably would, you know. Just go stick my hand in the blender, i.e. touch a cat's tummy. That's the blender. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I always forget about the... I love that thing. It's so awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do some research on that and figure it out if you don't find it before I do, and see what's up with that. It's one eye. Yep. Bah. You'll get it. It's okay. I do have, if you want to see the first couple of, let me get that. This is a previous stream with the first 4 levels of the campaign. I didn't name it. That is completely and totally on their end. My apologies. But it was completely out of my control. Try typing in points, add, market 100, define. Okay. That's if you want to see the campaign bit. They haven't unlocked the whole thing, just the first 4 levels, so. Oh, do I have to type the @ or is that not? Yeah, I don't think. Okay, so that says 1389. This is why I should never be a mod. Indeed. No. Okay, so that didn't do. Instead of points, try coffee. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yep, that does work. So it's the name of the currency. Now, how to automate it. I guess that command doesn't work for you, Hap. Damn. But only 10,000? Damn, dude. Not sure, but I'm not sure if we can, but at least we know how to give people points. Indeed, that is true. Of course, you know, what would be easier than typing that out every time is clicking on Ankbot, clicking on the user, edit, add, boom, done. Small amounts are less likely to be noticed by the regulators. Are you using Monster for your caffeine needs? I've got coffee, but I have one more Slurm. It's just a general reference to any energy drink. We call it Slurm. If you don't know where the term comes from, then you need to watch a lot more Futurama. So, oh. But that'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this bot. It is very complicated. There is a lot of stuff to it. But it is thoroughly amazing. I have never actually seen Rick and Morty at all. Ever. I know. But no, I haven't. I've never seen it. I don't know if I have, if I don't have the TV station or whatever that it's on. I don't know where it is. Is it an online thing? I don't know. See, that's how little I know about it. I know that it's a thing, and I know that it's supposed to be really funny. That's the extent of my knowledge of Rick and Morty. I could fit if I didn't have these damn arms. Exactly. The bot will it will spank you for a second, yes. But if you throw me the link through a direct message, I will go and repost it as long as it's not something, you know, horrible, which I'm sure it won't be. I still have to set up something for regulars. So I have had problems with, oh, if this is off of YouTube, then I might be able to use that as something. Yeah, I have ran into problems with some I can't think of the term for it. It's like copyright free music, basically, for public use. But it doesn't. When I tried to upload a video to YouTube, it flagged it with copyrighted material, and then eventually told me that the video was blocked across the board. Okay. That is indeed. And see, the copyright-free sounds that I was using earlier, you've got so much... Oh, God. Okay, so note to self, do not ever give Hap permission to put links up there. No copyright music. I think that was one of the things that I tried, and YouTube still flagged it. I don't understand why, but YouTube still flagged it. No, you cannot go under there. No, no, no. Nope. You can't go under my desk. Sorry. There's too much cords and stuff underneath there. Here. Look. Look up here. Look up here. Look. See the light? Check it out. This cat just does not want to. Little piece of tail. Here. Look. Here, be cute for the people who are there. See? There you go. Have some cat. I'll check those out. Maybe what I'll do is record a little video and just put it up on YouTube with the sounds to test it. And that way I won't get, 3 hours into a stream and find out that it doesn't work and, that I get it cut off. You cannot go down there, young man. Come here. Oh, come here. Sit in my lap. Just chill. Be a good cat. So yeah, it's I'm skeptical, not of what you shared with me, but I mean skeptical of YouTube not flagging what I've done, because the thing that sucks is they'll take out the sound out of the video. If you want them to, they'll basically wipe the soundtrack off of it, but it wipes the entire soundtrack off of it. It doesn't separate the music layer from, because I guess it all gets meshed together, but I don't know. I don't claim to understand that stuff. So cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, because I know I did have, there was a no copyright sounds, something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it was integrated through Twitch. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just use that because that'll be okay. Unfortunately, YouTube didn't like it, so, which sucks. Because I would like to put background music, because it's, it's nice, and then you don't have to listen to silence if I'm not sitting here, or if, whatever, for whatever reason I'm not sitting right here. Apparently there is a new thing called Stream Boss, and it put one up there. It put a boss up there. It's named Kevin. Come back, Kevin. Who remembers that? Who remembers Come Back, Kevin, and why it's so damn funny? But yeah, it's basically a boss battle, just like with Ankbot. It seems like that exact type of thing. But you can set it up so that donations and stuff like that, subscribers to the stream and donations to the stream, will do more damage to it. That's cute. There's a bunch of new stuff in here. Oh, cool! You can put up a viewer count. I'll have to cover the screen with overlay so you can't even see the screen. And then they've got this Twitch extension thing for overlays. I need to go through this stuff and figure out what it all means, because it's all new stuff to me. And loyalty points. Interesting. I'll have to check that out because there's a lot of stuff to it. So, and yes, I do like jazz. But like I say, I'm going to. I'll check it out when I'm not streaming here in a few minutes. Just to. I want to test it because I don't want to tank this entire stream. Right at the end of it because of music. That. And I'm sure you're telling me true. I just, am a little weird about it because YouTube didn't like it the last time I did something like that. So, I'm a little hesitant. I want to test it first and find out, make sure, because it may go through Twitch just fine, but then loading it up on when I upload a video to YouTube, I want to make sure that it's going to go through and not give me any problems like that. But yes, to answer that question again, I do like jazz. I'm a big fan. Well, somewhere between a casual enjoyment and big fan, because I couldn't really. I don't think I own any. I think I just tune into it on the TV or the radio. Okay. So let's see here. What do I got? Oh, cool. And the guy that produced it is cool with it being used everywhere. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Just so long as I don't get flagged. The last thing I need to do is make YouTube angry. It's never a good thing. So. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Because I'd like to have a little bit of music in the background, because just dead silence in the background is not very great. Oh. So that just posted up there. I don't know why there's an and sign in front of it. Oh, because the bot is set up to use random symbols in front of messages. I don't know why, but there you go. Oh, but the cover is. Ah, okay. Very cool. Let's see. So today's Monday. Next time I will be back is Wednesday. Wednesday should be a group effort. I don't know exactly for sure who will be here for it. But we usually end up playing GTA. Probably no different this time, because tomorrow there will be another set of bonuses for the week, I think. So we'll probably take a little bit advantage of that. But if you want to see something else on this stream, you can send me a message through whatever means suits you best. Whether it be here through direct message, I'm more likely to get it. Or through Discord, or where else can I be got? Yeah, number of places. Twitter. We need more parachute car games in GTA. I agree, because those are fun. That was a really fun day. The Ruiner 2000 is the name of the car. Overtime Rumble is the name. Yep, it's Overtime Rumble and Overtime Shootout. The shootout is the one where you take turns and everybody goes and everybody gets to watch you in a clip. Rumble is the one where you all go at the same time, and Shootout is the one where you get to embarrass yourself in front of everybody, team and opposing team. But yeah, that is, we should do that tomorrow, or Wednesday, pardon. Do a little bit more Overtime Rumble. That was a lot of fun, very entertaining, worth a lot of laughs. So DS Smishi if you guys are still lurking back there, clear your calendar for Wednesday so that we can do a little bit more of that overtime stuff. Sarg, if you happen to hear this, you too. Sid, of course. Hap, of course. Shah, I know you're asleep, but that works. Yeah, I like the rumble better for for cycle speed. Both are fun, but yeah, I think the rumble works better for streaming, or it just works better in general because you don't have to wait turn after turn after turn after turn. Plus, it didn't help that I had set up for 2 wins in a row or something like that. I had set it up for the winning team requiring 2 wins, so that made the whole thing go that much longer. So, but yeah, if you guys are going to be around for it, I will be here at noon Mountain Time, which was 4 hours ago for me. It's almost 4 p.m. now. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. If you've got any questions about Dungeons 3, please feel free to ask. I don't know as much about the game as I could. Clearly, by today's demonstration, I got my ass handed to me and then completely owned when changing up my tactics. So it worked out pretty well. Shimiku, thank you very much for that very sound advice on how to take over a skirmish map. That worked really well. A little too well. But yeah, when you want to go in and just clobber it, that's the way to do it. It is not an exploit. It is a feature. Yep, feature. So, but yeah, if you have the occasion to, through wherever, Steam or stuff like that. I don't generally see anything on the social side through Steam. I very rarely have my friends menu open or yep. See, it's an undocumented feature. Exactly, I'm with you. But yeah, there's. Oop, that cat's gonna fall off of there. Kill your tail. Kill it. Yeah, spread the word about Dungeons 3, and it is going to be released on October 13th. You can get in on the beta and get a 15% discount on the game right off the bat, and then get a couple other goodies with it for buying it before release. So it's good. If it's your style of game, it's an awful lot of fun. If it's not your style of game, then obviously it's not your style of game. So that would not be advisable. But it is a lot of fun. The campaign is very humorous. That link that I shared has the first 4 levels of the campaign that I kind of took my time with and didn't really rush through anything with it, so that it could be seen in all of its glory. And that video that I posted up there, share that around with your friends and get some word out for the game, because I have a feeling that the rest of the campaign is going to be no different. That it's going to be just as hilarious as the first 4 chapters, because it is pretty funny. I've been enjoying it anyway. I played through it a couple of times now, so it works. All right, so it looks like we have reached 4 o'clock. Thank you guys for hanging in with me here today. I will be back again on Wednesday with a crew, more than likely. More than likely playing GTA. If not, then I will advertise it, whatever I'm doing. If you've got a suggestion, if you're getting tired of seeing GTA, then just say the word, and I'm happy to switch things up. I do not have any problems with doing something different. And yes, we will go for it from there. And contact information down below the stream feed, so if you are inclined to go and follow me in different places, you feel free, and I will feed you as much information about my future shows as I possibly can. But until then, as Hephaestus has already warned, get off my lawn!